I'm pretty sure you have read in the news that honeybees are in major decline, and of course they don't tell you exactly why, but I have a pretty good idea because I'm in nature since I'm a child, and especially in this area where I am in Texas, there are just not enough flowers. And the main food source for bees, of course, is pollen, and that's on flowers. So you need flowers for pollen. And as you can see, we have spring. And where shortly we had a bunch of blooms, especially from blackberries. And there's still some blooms from blackberries, but other than that, there are no flowers. And if you don't believe me, take a look. It's spring. There are no flowers. Nowhere. And now we're coming in a shady area. And that's when you see flowers in the shade. There's blackberry flowers in the shade. And some other flowers in the shade. But in the sunny parts, there are no flowers. Very few. Even in the shade, there's very few selection of flowers. And even the trees, we had some kind of fruit or nut trees that had blooms, but as you can see, look around. No flowers anywhere. And the main source of food for honeybees are flowers, are pollen, and there's just not any blooms. Oh my gosh, is that the reason why the bees dying? Could be. Could it be? Yes, it could be. Because if you look 10, 15, 20 years back, I'm a photographer, I should know. We had all kinds of beautiful flowers I took pictures of. Now, I'm lucky to see flowers, different kind of flowers. And it's just like I said, we have springtime. There are not many food sources for honeybees. It's just too hot. This is a shade. This is blackberry. Shaded area. So you find flowers mostly in the shaded areas, not in the sun. Why is that? Because one degrees more of heat, just 1 degree rise in average temperature can change everything. A lot of people, they're in the air conditioner most of the time. They're either in their car in the air condition or they're in their house in air condition. And they have no idea. Bees are very sensitive to extreme heat and drought. And if there are no flowers, there's nothing to eat for the honeybees. And last summer, I had to feed the honeybees sugar water for them to survive. They were starving. I found a bunch of them on the floor starving. Because once it's June, July, there are no more flowers. There's nothing. Even the butterflies are suffering. Here's a shaded area. You see some black. Those are blackberries again. Not much else. There's nothing else. There's blackberry blooms right now, and a few other flowers, but like I said, there's just not enough food for the honeybees, and that is why we're seeing a major die-off. And the heat, of course, 1 degree makes a big difference. Average temperature rise in the world will do that. So when people ask, what do I think? Why do the honeybees die? Because of the extra heat. Flowers are sensitive. If it's just 1 degree hotter, average temperature, they don't bloom. And I see a lot of flowers that don't bloom anymore. Even the blue bonnets this spring are gonna be very reduced. And if you don't believe it, here in Texas, please check it out. It's nearly not what it used to be back in the days. So it's my opinion. Why the honeybees are dying is the extra heat. There's just not enough food. And if you can, feed the bees and butterflies sugar water. Put rocks in there so they can climb out and not drown. But it's definitely very helpful to feed the honeybees and the butterflies. As you can tell, it's terrible hot, and we just now have April. I mean, it's already in the 90s over here. It's ridiculous. Most people have no clue. They don't even notice that. But it is what it is. Peace out.